I'm so happy you're here with me to draw today. Look what fun we're going to make. I am going to have you guys draw a spring bunny with me. Okay, now remember, you can change things around however you want as we go and at the end. So let's get started. I'm going to draw with a Sharpie and you can draw with a pencil or a crayon, whatever you have around. So we are going to we always have to kind of think about our size. So we need our big ears, okay? We need big floppy ears for our bunny. And the head is going to be right here, pretty much in the center of our paper. And it's not giant, it is not teeny tiny. So watch me first, and I'm just going to make my circle about that size. And they're all going to be a little bit different. The one I painted before, it's just a tiny bit bigger, but it's okay. They're all going to look different. Now let's give our bunny its eyes. So we like those big circle eyes. And we can make a little circle inside. And remember, when you start to color, you can color that in black. You can just leave it blank right now. But I always like to just color this in super quick while we go because it looks a little bit weird. It kind of looks like a zombie bunny. So we want to color in those little eyes super quick. Okay. So now let's give our bunny its little fun nose. And I call this kind of a triangle shape, but rounded. So we're going to kind of go upside down, triangle rounded. And we have those little curvy lines that come out and curve up because our bunny's happy, of course. And some whiskers while we're here. Let's just make a quick straight line from the nose. And I have 3. You can put a few more if you want, or you can stop at 2 or 3. Now, my bunny over here has some eyelashes and a little curve above its eye. So let's go ahead. If you want to, you can add those fun little details. All right, let's go for these ears. Are you ready? Hopefully you have a big space up here to make those bunny ears. Now they're going to start at the head circle close together. So we're going to start and then go up and around, kind of big like an oval, but then we're going to come back pretty close to where we started. You can watch me first if you want. I'm going to come up and around, make it kind of big and bubbly, and then come back closer to where I started. And our next one is a little bit tricky, but we are going to, let's jump back over here and put that center spot in. This little inner ear line that just goes around the same way as you did for the outside. Okay, now this one, I'm going to give you guys a choice. You can flop it over and I'll show you how, or you can draw another one that matches the one we just drew. Okay, so I'm going to come up, but I'm going to stop a little bit before my big curve part. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to stop again. Now from there, we're going to draw that floppy part. So I'm going to come down and connect those two. I'm going to round my ear, come up, 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 and where it might flop over, we're going to just make this curve slightly. Okay, I'm going to curve it and come back down to there. Now I'm going to do that little center spot, and mine might even curve in here so you can't see it. So I'm just going to go up and stop when I hit that flopped over ear. All right, now let's get our bunny body. So our bunny body is going to almost come down to our edge. So we're going to pay attention to how far down we're coming because we've got a curve down here and come back up. Okay. So we're going to go to the sides of its little head, not right here in the center and not giant way out on the sides. We want a good space right here on the kind of on the side spot. So our bunny body is going to curve out, 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 and around before we hit that bottom and back up. Now let's give them some little paws in here. It's just going to be like a little U shape on either side. And for that center belly spot, we can just bump and jump. If you've done my other videos, you know what I mean. We're going to bump into our paws, jump over them. Since I'm using a Sharpie, that's really important. If you were using a pencil, you could always erase out in that center spot. But sometimes we forget those things. So we can just practice bumping over that shape that's going to be on top. Now, a little detail like the little paw marks. And our little bunny needs some feet. So we're going to come out and make his little feet to the side. So I'm just going to curve my line out and bring it back to that body shape. And we can give those little details too for those little foot lines. And we need to add a little cottontail so you can pick which side you want to do a little curvy curve line poof. So we just curve, kind of like a cloud shape. Okay, our bunnies are looking good. Now, I drew a little flower in my bunny's hand. You guys can do something else. I have seen some really fun ideas since I'm doing this in the spring and it's almost Easter. I've seen a fun Easter egg in the center or on the sides too. So remember, your imagination can put whatever you want in your picture. Let's give our bunny the horizon line behind him. So I'm going to come from the side of my paper and bump into my bunny. And I'm going to jump over, making the air line so that I come out pretty much the same spot. We want these to be pretty even on the sides. And how about some little flowers in the background on that horizon line? Your flowers can be whatever you want. Remember, we just put together our shapes. So this is a circle in the middle with ovals all the way around. And if you want your flower to have a stem where you can color it in, you can make a double vertical line. And our little leaf shape is a curve out and a curve back in. Now another kind of shaped flower is, remember when I said these little curves for the cottontail? We can do that, but go all the way in a circle. So we just kind of curve our line all the way around. We can put a little circle in the middle and 2 verticals down and our little leaves on our stem. And let's do one more kind of, I don't know whether to go here or here. I have the same, I think I might go closer to my bunny. You know that our artist brains are always making these choices. Sometimes it's super fast and we don't even know it's making these choices, but we are always using those thinking skills. So awesome when we make our art. All right, so this is super easy. It's just, I didn't tell you guys that as I did it. It's just a U shape and then a W inside. Aren't our letters awesome? They help us make all kinds of things. Your little leaves can come however they want on there. And remember, your flowers, you can have as many as you want, or you could do something totally different. That is up to you. And I think that this bunny is almost done. Now, for my example, I like to use crayon on some parts, and then I use my watercolor paint. If you don't have watercolor paint, you can absolutely use your crayons or markers or colored pencils, whatever you have at home. So this is super fun though. This little area is my white crayon, and we do this a lot. We love the little resist look. It's so fun. It's like magic. So what happens is your white crayon, now there's a trick. You have to press kind of hard. If you don't press hard, it won't block the water paint, because remember, your crayon is made of wax. So it wants to stop any paint that might go to it. I'll show you how that works. When I paint over it, wherever that crayon was, it's blocking, the wax is blocking the paint from sticking to the paper. So you can make some fun little textures on your bunny with your white crayon if you have your water paint at home. Isn't that fun? So many cool ideas can happen with that too. You can even do white crayon on Easter eggs, and then when you dye them, it's the same thing. The wax stops the dye on the eggs. Sometimes the little packages will have a crayon, a wax crayon in there for you to do designs like that. I'm so happy that you drew with me today, and I hope your bunnies are fun and springy. So remember, you can finish them however you want, and sometimes it's helpful to even practice them a few times before you choose the one you want to color. And I'm so happy you were here with me today. Remember, you guys share with your friends and subscribe. And you could even like Miss Holcomb's videos. Have fun!